Hello, everybody. It's Barbara on this beautiful, potentially very hot day. Welcome to summer. Summer's definitely been rearing its head lately. Our humidity is through the roof. Temps aren't so bad here, but the humidity, and that's okay. It's not like it should be a surprise to anybody. And yet we act like, oh my God, it's so hot and humid. It's never like this before. Remember last year? Yeah. The thing that is different this year is the sun. The sun is much more intense, so it can be 74 degrees and feel hotter, or at least the sun feels more intense on your skin. To me, it feels like sharp needles. And I'm that person that could lay out in the sun when it's 99 degrees out, but not this summer. So that's interesting. And we're currently in the middle of a solar storm again. Yeah, you guys, it's just ramping up and up and up and up and up. It's not like we're going to go back to the way things used to be, okay? So don't even think that. Our job is to be. Just be. Raise our frequency and just be. Those to-do lists that some of us have, my moon's in Capricorn, I got to-do lists for everything. And there's nothing more satisfying to me because my to-do lists are on paper. I'm old school. There's nothing more satisfying than crumpling up that piece of paper and knowing that I accomplished all those things. But guess what? The way things are right now, energetically, those to-do lists don't mean so much anymore because we're just supposed to be. We are supposed to be connecting to our higher selves, to God, Creator, Source, Great Spirit, to our angels or our spirit guides that live in the light, to other like-minded people that are of a high frequency. If the people that you hang out with are not supporting you and lifting you up, they are not your tribe, okay? Find new people. How do you do that, you ask? I've been asked that so many times. Well, the first thing is talk to your spirit guides and your higher self and say, okay, I want to meet some people that are like-minded, that are going to be supportive of me and that are going to lift me up. Help me do that. And then when you feel all of a sudden like you're supposed to go to the laundromat, even though you have a washer and dryer, go to the freaking laundromat because your guides are saying, go to the laundromat. Go to this thing. Go to this store. Go to the library. Because you're going to meet somebody there. And maybe it's on the way there. Maybe it's there. Maybe it's on the way back. Maybe you're going to help somebody who has a flat tire while you're on your way there. And that's the person you're supposed to meet. The realm of possibilities is so open right now. The sun is bringing in this amazing energy. You know, one of the things that I find when we have these major solar flares is I'm not hungry. Yesterday, I didn't eat all day until at least 6:30 at night. Okay, I take it back. I had an apple. But I didn't eat most of the day on Monday. Major solar flares. And we also need to pay attention to what we eat. So for me, when we have these major solar flares, I crave fruit. I crave apples. I crave grapes. I do crave water, usually with lemon in it. But I crave fruit when we have these major solar flares. So pay attention to what you crave. What does your body need? Listen to that. And you know, your body doesn't really need a bag of Doritos. I'm just saying. They're not very healthy. Eat the healthy things or drink the healthy drinks. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. If you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do here. I go on and on about stuff from the universe. And we have 3 stacks. Stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. Each stack today has a deck. And you're going to get a reading from that stack or that deck. So today, stack number 1 is going to be a reading from the Self-Love Oracle. That is a call Pratam. Stack number 2 is going to have a reading from the Spirit Song Tarot. I can't say a card because sometimes it's more than one. And stack number 3 is going to be the Secret Language of Light. That is Denise Jarvie. Oh, and Spirit Song is Paulina Cassidy. Each stack also has a crystal today. And then they all have, I have a pink background, and then I'm wearing pink. This is a smudging feather wand. Let me hide the price tag. So there we go. This is a smudging feather wand. I make these, and today this one was just like, I want to be in the video. Okay. It's selenite and hematite to absorb that negative energy while you're smudging. Or while you're fanning yourself. There, you were in the video. Should we get started? Let's get started. Let's just dive right in. Stack number 1 is going to be a reading from the Self-Love Oracle. Your crystal is rose quartz. And it was this rose quartz heart that called out to me this morning. With all the pink and the rose quartz and the other crystals that I have here, this is all heart chakra. This is heart chakra. But it's, to me, today is soft heart chakra. This is that self-loving self-care. Not the, I'm going to go to the gym for 2 hours and kick my own ass. This is, I'm just going to take care of myself. I'm going to have a cup of tea. I'm going to relax. I'm not going to worry about what's going on out there in that 3D world. I'm just going to be. Maybe I'm going to put some lotion on and make my hands feel good, or I'm going to soak my feet. Something that is very calming and soothing to you. Okay? That's what today's energy needs to be, what we need to bring in. Okay? Peace. Loving peace. I did not bring my glasses, so we're going to have to wing this one. What do our people in stack number 1 need to know today? And actually, what do all of our people need to know today? What do I need to know today? What do you got for us? What do you got for us today? It's green. I think that's heart chakra. It's heart chakra. The soul lesson today, card number 13. 1 plus 3 is a 4. Stability, foundation, but also celebration. Joy. Joy. That fits right in with our calming self-love and peace here. Let's see where we're at. I need to go farther. This is the one where it has a whole bunch of affirmations. Let go of overthinking and comparison. Here's some affirmations for you. I simplify my life and I return to the grassroots of being a sovereign human. Not a cog in a wheel. Like, I have to go to work, I have to pay taxes, I have to follow all these rules. This is saying being a sovereign human. I need to be. I bring all my true heart-centered values to life through every thought, word, and action. In other words, think and speak with intention. What you put your intention on and what you put your attention on, you're going to create. So if you are putting your intention and attention on something that isn't very positive, that's what you're going to create in your life. I was talking with somebody the other day about money, and they said, well, I will have more money in the future. And I said, you just sort of like cross that out. I will have in the future. It means it's out there. I'm never going to be able to get to that point though, because it's out in the future. I have more money than I know what to do with right now. For me, it's in my bank. It's in the bank of Barbara Cannon. That's me. I already have more money than I know what to do with. I already have all the friends and family who support me and lift me up that I need. I already have all the resources I need to do the next chapter of my life. I already have them. And resources aren't just money. They're people, they're things, they're ideas. I already have the perfect pet for me, the perfect spouse for me, the perfect boyfriend or girlfriend for me. I already have the perfect house or home for me. I already have the perfect vehicle for me. I already have the perfect job, which is my joy for me. Whatever it is you're seeking, stop seeking it and put the attention and intention out there that you already have it. We just haven't gotten to that point in time yet. You already have it though, okay? My whole life is joy. I am the energy of joy. I let go of all comparison and all overthinking. When you overthink with your left brain, it sort of cancels out what your heart is working on. I already have more money than I know what to do with. The left brain says, no, you don't. You have $383 to your name. That's the left brain trying to get in the way. Say, you know what? You shush. I already have more money than I know what to do with. I let go of all defensiveness. I no longer engage in thoughts, words, or actions that are defensive. I have nothing to hide and nothing to prove. That's been a really big one for me, especially doing these videos. I started doing these videos after my son Alex passed. And there's been some very, very heartfelt, open heart videos that I've had to do because I have to get this out. I have to show people that it's okay to have human emotions and to be vulnerable, but also I have to get it out because that's not something you should be holding in. I am loving and steadily progressing through my soul lessons to unfurl into a joyously creative life. Everything is a lesson, you guys, and an opportunity. All the bad relationships that are out there, they're lessons and opportunities. I know. I was in a cycle of abusive relationships. I basically dated the same guy, but in a different guy suit, doing the same things because I didn't feel like I was worthy. Well, now I know I'm worthy, and I'm single, and I'm loving it, because the only time I need a guy, really, is when I need help with something like my lawnmower or my vehicles, or moving something heavy. It's very freeing. I am supported, and I always have been. I am supported by not just myself. I am supported by the universe, by my spirit guides who live in the light, by my angels and archangels who work with the light, by my ancestors and my children on the other side living in the light. I am supported and guided and guarded and protected by so many beings out there. And actually, between you and me, I'm supported by way more folks out there than in this 3D reality. So think about that. There's a lot going on here, but the gist of this is we need to just be and be joyful. Find joy in the little things. Find joy in the little things. I'm going to mow my lawn tonight. I'm going to wait until it cools off a little bit. But you know what? I find joy in that because while I'm mowing my lawn, I have flowers and hostas and milkweed and stuff all over the place. And I talk to them. I talk to the grass and I say, I'm sorry I have to mow you because I don't want to get in trouble with the city again. But I enjoy it because I'm outside and I'm communing with all the things that I've planted. And some of the volunteers, like I planted some roses, some of those Rosa rugosa roses, the little ones that are pink, and they smell so good. A friend of mine gave me this little cutting. They're freaking everywhere out there. They grow in the middle of the lawn, and you know what? I mow around them. One of these days, I'm going to dig that up and I'm going to move it somewhere else. There's actually 3 that are in the lawn. But for now, I just mow around them. I'm sure my neighbor thinks I'm a whack job, but I don't care. Because just like in the movie Moana, that village crazy lady, she knew some stuff. And she had fun. That's my goal. I think I'm already there though. All right. That was stack number 1. This is the Lemurian Saint Germain crystal singing bell. We do this to raise my frequency, your frequency, and the frequency of the cards and the crystals, and the plants behind me, and the dogs, and everything. Plus, it's fabulous. If you chose stack number 2, you are going to get a reading from the Spirit Song Tarot by Paulina Cassidy. But first, this is your crystal. This is fluorite, and it's a lamp. Now, I don't have it plugged in because I'm nowhere near electricity, but it's fabulous the way it is. When it's plugged in, it's also fabulous. But fluorite can be, because there's a lot of green fluorite in there, fluorite can be greenish, clear, purplish. It can also be like a yellow and purple. I have a big tower in my personal collection that is yellow and purple and kind of black, but it's all fluorite. It's really cool. Anyway, this can also be heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, and crown chakra. It's basically these upper chakras. So it can help you with your intuition. It can help you with your heart, with that self-love, love of community, higher love. You know the song. Bring me a higher love. Steve Winwood. Yes. That's what this is. Higher love. That means you can love somebody without being intimate with them. You can. I tell people all the time I love them because you know what? This is an emotional day. I never know if it's the last time I'm going to see that person. So I always say I love you. Yeah. You just don't know. Okay, we'll start with that one, but they said 3. Oh. No, not that many. I'll take 3. This one. You're very talkative today, aren't you? What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? We got a lot going on here today. Whew. Oh, you guys. Okay, so the first card that came out is this fabulous camel, reminding us to drink water. But he is also the Knight of Crystals, or the Knight of Earth. Now, the Knight of Earth is the slowest moving knight. But he's the one that plans. He plans before he's going to make a move. Now, in stack number 1, I was talking about don't overthink. That's this. Don't overthink, okay? We can strategize, but don't take it down to such a minute level of detail that it's ridiculous. Because when you do that, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. If you're going on a trip, set like a table of contents, okay? The table of contents has chapter titles. Like this is the chapter where we're going to drive to our destination. But then leave the chapter open. Because otherwise you're trying to put your will onto the universe. And all that's going to do is set you up for disappointment. Chapter 2 is while you're at your destination, maybe there's 3 places that you want to go to. Okay, give each one of those a chapter title. You don't know what's going to happen. So don't overthink this. Be the knight. Have some kind of a strategy or plan for whatever's coming. But only do the table of contents. Now, these other 3 cards that came out. You want to talk about the winds of change. So here's our plan, right? We're strategizing. And my Capricorn moon goes, yes, we need a plan. We need lists. Then the universe comes along and says, okay, we're going to give you the Ace of Feathers, the Seven of Feathers, and the Queen of Feathers. This talks about the winds of change. The winds of change. Oh my gosh, you guys, they are so upon us right now. If you can't feel these winds of change, you're living in your basement or something. They're out there. Those winds of change, they're while you're driving, they're while you're at the grocery store or at any other store, at any event. You can just feel it. You can see it in the way people are behaving. Some people are behaving very badly. And some people are kind of hiding. And some people are doing such good things, right? But there's a very definite difference. There's no middle ground anymore. Well, these cards are telling us, like I said, you can plan, but know that your plans don't mean crap, because the universe is swooping in with all this wind energy, this air energy. And your life, my life, our lives can change like that. That's what I'm getting off of this. Make all the plans you want, but it doesn't mean squat, because here comes the universe. And the universe is bringing us bats and a cheetah and a goat. Domesticated animal, wild animal, flying animal. It's coming from all directions. And it's so funny because I had a bat in here the other day. And I was like, okay, yeah, I pay attention to these things. Okay, I'll deal with the bat first, and then I got to go look up, what does the bat mean? I mean, there's bat medicine in my personal space. What does that mean? If there is some kind of animal in your personal space, it appears for you. And that could be somebody wearing a hoodie with an animal on it. Okay, it doesn't have to be the animal. Look it up, because it's your spirit guides trying to give you a message. Bats basically use sonar. They're nocturnal. They see things that we don't. They see in the dark. Darkness is a big key. Like, hey, there's some darkness around here. I mean, this one was in here in the day. So obviously he came up at night. I'm saying up because I assume he comes from the basement. Came up at night, and then it's like, oh crap, the sun came up and I'm still sleeping. Now what do I do? Well, I put him outside. I know where he comes from. There's a church across the street, and I've watched them. I sit in my chair at night and I can watch these bats come out of their steeple, bats in the belfry, and they're flying around. And it's like, yeah, stay out of my house. Come on. Come on, man. Anyway, winds of change are coming. Now, what's interesting is for our crystal, we had this fluorite light, this lamp. It's heavy. It has a wood base. It's grounded. And that's what these cards are telling us. Winds of change are coming, but also make sure you're grounded with this camel. Make sure you're grounded. Winds of change are coming. Don't be so adamant about how your life should be, though, okay? Because right now that means nothing. My guides are really trying to make me hammer this home. It means nothing. Make sure you're grounded. Make sure you are connected to your spirit guides, God, Creator, Source, Great Spirit. That's really what you need. Grounded to the earth and communicating with them. That makes you the bridge between heaven and earth. That's where we need to be with all these winds of change coming. Now, the winds of change are coming in different ways. That means geopolitically. That means weather-wise. Oh my gosh. I was just watching somebody this morning talking about how the sun looks like it's covered in sackcloth, which is like burlap. It's fuzzy. Yeah, that's biblical, man. There's biblical stuff going on. Stay grounded and drink lots of water. If you can purify your water, or what do they call that? I can't think of what it's called. Where the water tumbles over the rocks. Put it in the comments. I can't think of what it's called right now. Anyway, drink good water. That was stack number 2. Winds of change coming. Just be. I'm going to drink some water. All right. Let's go on to stack number 3. If you chose stack number 3, we're going to do a reading from the Secret Language of Light. And I'm going to show you your crystal. Your crystal's actually a dragon today. Dragon. This dragon that I made, so this is Orgone. Don't on my face. This one reminds me of watermelon because I did pink on the top, and then I did green on the lower, the lower half. So it looks like watermelon to me. But this one is filled with peridot, another heart chakra crystal. And this is what it looks like. I have it in a bag. Tiny little, come on. Focus. Tiny little bits. And peridot helps not only with the heart chakra, but helps dissipate negative patterns and old vibrations that play over and over and over again. So if you're stuck in one of those cycles, whether it's with a job or a spouse, loved one, negative emotions, victimhood, really good crystal to have on you, whether it's in the form of jewelry or, just having this bag of them in your pocket, or having the peridot dragon next to your bed. Really good crystal for that. So now we're getting rid of those old cycles. That's what this time is all about, you guys, is basically evolving spiritually. If you haven't been doing that, you better start. If you're meant to, that is. Not everybody is meant to evolve spiritually. And I think we've seen those people that aren't evolving spiritually. And we're like, come on, don't you want to be with us? This is where the fun kids are. And they're like, no. That's okay. That is their choice. Don't try to change anybody else. Excuse me. Somebody's nose must be itching because that feels like it's not mine. If your nose is itching, pay attention. We can't change anybody else. We can only change ourselves and then make ourselves be that shining lighthouse example for other people. And then when other people come to us and say, hey, what you got going on? Because you always seem like you're in a good mood and the world is falling apart. How come you're always in a good mood? Share with them. Well, I raise my frequency. I talk to my spirit guides. I talk to God, Creator, Source, Great Spirit. I smudge. I burn candles and incense and play with tarot cards. Whatever your thing is, share it with them. But don't force it on anybody because that doesn't work. They got to come to you. So be the shining lighthouse. So your card, you get one card from this. Your card is card number 7, which means we're on the right path. And it says, nothing has gone wrong. I love that. Talking about the world out there, you can have 2 different ways of looking at the world out there. Everything is just a shit show. And everything is just falling apart and it's awful. Or you can go, I see what you're doing there, universe. You're making things fall apart so new things can be born. Just like a forest fire. In a forest fire, let's say the universe, I'm talking about a real forest fire, not a man-made one like we've been having a lot of in the last few years. What happens is the old growth trees burn up. They provide nutrients to the soil, and the seeds that are in the soil or on top of the soil now have space and nutrients where they can grow. So there's new trees growing. There's new growth. That's exactly what we're going through right now. So this card of nothing has gone wrong says an obstacle launches new loving requests. In the last few days, a change might have come out of the blue. It may have felt like your body and mind moved through a crack in reality as your life altered course suddenly. Now, I don't know about you, but it says in the last few days, this last year, so tomorrow is the beginning of August already. We've already had 7 months of changes, in my opinion. This has been the most tumultuous year of my life, including losing my kids. This has been more tumultuous. Deep within, you have been craving change, and this situation brings new and different experiences to your life. You may be feeling a little lightheaded and dazzled by the brilliance of this expanded version of you, but you are doing very well. It is now time to catch your breath and settle into your new outlook. This is an opportunity to look at your thoughts, ideas, and your reactions to your potential success. As you become aware and implement change, you can rise above the limits that people or situations have placed on you. I'm just going to add this. If other people have placed limitations on you and you accept them, that's on you. That's not on them. If other people place limitations on you and you say, I don't think so, that's on you too. Yay, you. Who gives a crap what other people think or feel about what you should be doing? Do not give your power away to anybody else about your life. That includes medically, educationally, financially, every way. And it's so funny because Angus is in the kitchen and I can hear him screeching. That's my affirmation. Do not give your power away. This card depicts the trigram of the I Ching with a yin-yang symbol. This is a reminder that everything changes, that nothing can exist on our physical plane without its opposite, and neither is superior neither is superior to the other. You can't stop anything that has manifested, but it can serve as inspiration to create new paths aligned with your soul truth. So if something is placed in your path, a lot of times, because of the way we're programmed, our first reaction is, crap, something's in my path, or somebody put something in it. Why? Why does this happen to me? Instead, look at it as an opportunity and go, okay, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go around it, above it, under it, through it? Am I supposed to kind of be like in the video games where I'm supposed to grab it and I get more points? What does it mean when something is in our path? It's always a lesson and an opportunity. Don't look at it like it's something bad, because it's not. It just is. It just is. There's so many things in our lives that we look at as bad, and it's like, you know what? It's not really bad. It's a lesson. It just is. Don't put your emotions on it. Just grab it and get an extra 5 points or 300 points or whatever. Nothing has gone wrong. Everything that's going on out there in that world and everything in my world is going exactly according to plan. Now, if we're talking about my world, I don't know what that plan is. I literally don't know what the plan is for my life. Like, I know I have a big change coming up, but I don't know what it is. I'm just saying, okay, guides, I'm ready whenever you are, whenever the time is right, bring it on. I don't know what it is, but let's do it. And then I go on and I live my life. I go on and I live my day, my moment, and I can just be. Because I know the universe has my back. I know my spirit guides and my ancestors and my children have my back. So nothing has gone wrong. Everything is exactly as it's supposed to be, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be. All right, that was stack number 3. Ooh. Stop thinking something's wrong. Look at what's going on. What's the lesson? What am I supposed to learn here? I'll tell you one thing. My lesson on the cycle of abusive relationships, guess what? I stopped it. I got the best boyfriend ever. He weighs 19 pounds. He's cute and cuddly. Knows how to manipulate me, and I'm totally fine with it because he's a puppy. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I love you guys. I'm sending you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because I know you're worthy and I know you deserve all the good things. So have a beautiful, blessed day, my wonderful soul family. Mwah. You'll see me again soon.